Hey guys, how's it going? I just recorded this entire video, by the way, and the camera that I'm using didn't focus at all, so the entire video was blurry for like 25 minutes of recording. So hopefully this one goes a little bit better. But so basically what I want to talk about today is a bit of a rant. So if you don't like rants, probably not the video for you, because I'm going to be going into depth of this video. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to be talking about GTA, Grand Theft Auto Online, and this is something I have a passionate hatred for, so get ready for this. I'm going to try and keep it chill level though. I'm going to keep it chill level, because last night when I was streaming it, it just opened my eyes big time to the point where I don't want to play this game no more, and I feel like I need to send a message out there. I'm going to start off by talking about probably one of the biggest problems in the game, and that is the players. Now, I know there are some good players out there, but it's very few of you that are actually decent players who are just friendly and like the game. The biggest percentage of players on this game are griefers, and we're going to explain what griefers are and scrubs. Scrubs, griefers, same thing really. They have a similar playstyle, but scrubs are probably some of the worst, but they do grief at the same time. Basically, I'm going to explain what a scrub is. A scrub is someone who just needlessly and aimlessly kills people in-game without skill. Now, this is going to be a little bit confusing at first. A scrub can basically get 1,000 kills on you, and you can get like maybe 1 or 2 kills, if that, on them. They are ultimately difficult to kill, and they can easily, beyond easily, kill you actually, because they somehow get one-hit kills on you when there's no one-hit kill gun left in the game, especially with sniper rifles. For some reason, they seem super difficult to kill because of the way they play. And I'm going to explain to you why it's not actually skill and why they're not actually a better player than you. So if you feel like you get killed a lot by scrubs and you somehow can't kill them, it's not because they're a more ultimate player than you. Scrubs tend to use things to their advantage that are super easy to use, and you could be getting killed by a 4-year-old because it's that easy to do. You basically fire off RPGs, and this is how skillful they think they are, because they go in depth. You don't use the normal RPG, you use the homing launcher, not to lock onto anyone, but because the rockets actually have a much higher speed. I think they're like 10 times faster than a normal RPG. So there's no reaction time to get away. Whereas with RPG, you can see it coming towards you, you can move away from its explosion or its path. So that's the kind of stuff they do. They also use thermal goggles, which not only give you the ability to see other people like glow orange and stand out of the environment, but it can also give you an X-ray view. You can see people through things, and you can also shoot people through things. So if you mix the explosive sniper rifle Mark II, the quad lens goggles, you can actually see through buildings and then shoot people through them, as long as they're a 2-block radius away or further. You can not only see them, but you can shoot through things. Mountains, trees, rocks, any solid object, buildings, you can shoot them and kill them instantly, which is super, super overpowered and a bug that needs to be removed from the game, Rockstar. We're going to be getting into Rockstar later on a bit, so Rockstar, don't feel like you're safe. It's not just your game and the players that play it that get bashed you. But it's stuff like that that's in the game that really shouldn't be in the game, and this is their playstyle. Also, scrubs will use stuff like off-radar from Leicester, but they have another way of doing it. So they use something called Ghost Mode in a CEO organization, and Ghost Mode allows you to pay $12,000 to go off the radar for like 3 minutes. And what people do is they'll get into groups of 2 at minimum. Don't even want to think about when it's a 4 maximum. And they'll have a CEO and they'll have an associate. So the CEO will ghost those 2 off the radar for 3 minutes. And once that 3 minutes is up, they'll switch over. The associate will become the CEO, and the CEO will become the associate. And that new CEO can use Ghost Mode for another 3 minutes. So that's 6 minutes of off radar between these 2. Doing all the other scrub stuff whilst you can't see them, they're now invisible to you. After that happens, they'll be back on radar. Neither of them can do it yet, so they both use Leicester's ability to go off the radar, which is a smaller version. You pay less, and you're only off the radar for, I think, a minute. And once that's done, they only have a minute left until they can do that cycle again and start again with the first CEO. And they do that all the time. Also, easy way out and passive mode. If you shoot someone and it doesn't instantly kill them, and then they choose the easy way out, you don't get credit for the kill. And they did say they fixed this problem, but they actually haven't. If anything, they've just completely broken the system. They haven't actually done anything to that. So basically what a scrub will do is say that they're just getting rid of their wanted level and reviving their health to 100%. That's just lies, that's their excuse. Yeah, it does that, that's not the reason they do it, it just is a cover-up. They do it because you shoot them, it doesn't instantly kill them, they're low on health, they don't want you to kill them. So they will choose the easy way out, which means you don't get credit for the kill, it doesn't affect their kill-death ratio, which by the way, your kill-death ratio does nothing for you in the game. You don't get XP, you don't get money, and no one really gives a damn about kill-death ratios. No one cares, it's a number, it's an irrelevant number. If it's taken from the game wouldn't have any difference. So they'll do that. Also, other people will have sniper rifles, like same with the quad lens, they move around, but they'll step on top of a sticky bomb. They'll place a sticky bomb that they can detonate at any moment below them. So if you hit them and it doesn't instantly kill them, they will then kill themselves. They'll explode themselves, because it doesn't affect their KD, and yet again, you can't kill them. So this is a reason why, if you're suffering from scrubs, this is a reason why you can't kill them, because they're impossible to kill, because they don't let you kill them. This needs to be removed from the game, including passive mode. A lot of people get military jets in passive mode, get behind you, come out of passive mode and shoot you out of the sky. They do it on foot as well. They go passive mode, stand next to you, come out of passive mode and shoot you instantly. Passive mode shouldn't be a thing in the game, at all. It's insanely annoying. And if you think about it, put this concept of all these things, ghost mode and passive mode, put that in to any other game. Just imagine that was in any other game, like for instance, Call of Duty. If passive mode was in Call of Duty, what would be the point? Someone's about to kill you, so what do? You just go passive mode and now they can't kill you. Passive mode basically means that you can't use weapons and you're just a passive player really, and then they also can't kill you, so you're just there, you're just being passive. If you think about it, stuff like easy way out in Call of Duty. Someone's about to shoot you, just easy way out, so then they don't get the kill, they don't get credit for a kill, so they don't kill you, you know, you just respawn and carry on, it doesn't count as a death. So, yeah. It would just be completely pointless and make the game irrelevant. And this kind of brings me on to the equipment that they use, because every single DLC, from military DLCs to military DLCs to military DLCs, that keep coming out and are really annoying. Yes, we all wanted a military base that we could buy, we all wanted the uniform, the guns, we all wanted to be soldiers and military personnel for a while, which was cool when it first came out, but it was done wrong. So you can literally obliterate anyone with all of these vehicles that have been added in. So we have a flying rocket bike for a start, and that would have been fine, it would have been great, maybe if it only had machine guns on, but no, we now have heat-seeking lock-on missiles from a bike that can fly, a motorcycle that can fly, with wings, and a jet booster, because yeah. And then also, another thing that was added was a hover car, a flying car. This is a game about criminals and thieves, and they've added a flying car. Now, not only is it a flying car, it does have machine guns on it, but it also has lock-on heat-seeking missiles. Because, yeah, obviously we all remember that scene from Back to the Future where the DeLorean, which in GTA is called the Deluxo, which is the flying and hovering car. We always love that scene in Back to the Future where the Doc flicks up this little switch and fires out some lock-on missiles and some machine guns on the side of the DeLorean, because that was probably one of my favourite scenes, you know? But I can't seem to find it. If anyone can link me that that particular scene where the DeLorean fires a rocket out of like the sides, I'd be really grateful for that, so cheers, thanks for that. So yeah, so literally every item in the game, including the Mark II sniper rifles with explosive bullets, pretty much the railgun now, just reskinned version. So yeah, every single bit of equipment and ability used in the game is there's so much more. I can't go in depth too much because there's so much in the game, it's unbelievable. It's an infinite resource for fueling griefers, because every single DLC has overpowered annoying stuff that gets used in the complete wrong way. They're meant for missions, and instead we now have armoured vehicles with rocket launchers on top, like tanks, but they're not tanks. And they are overpowered, and people use them to grief and kill free mode. Free mode is basically a place between, it's like a lobby basically, between missions and stuff, to just go around, enjoy the open environment and have fun with friends, rather than doing these missions where you're forced to do something. It's a place to relax between missions. Not anymore. It's now, missions are now relax and escape from free mode, because it's like a war, it's survival. If you like Fortnite and PUBG, you're probably going to like GTA a lot. Another thing for griefers, and I get this message all the time, 1v1 me on the beach. If you get that, they're ultimately the biggest scrub possible, because this means you will spawn 2 feet in front of them, they can see where you're about to spawn, and there's nothing for you to hide behind. They can easily shoot you with a missile 100% of the time, or minigun you with like a Gatling gun. They can also get you with snipers as well. There's nothing for you to hide behind. So that's what they do, they trap you. In a city, there's buildings in the way, it's harder for them to get around to kill you. On a beach, they just stand there, and they see where you're going to spawn, because there's a thing. Your dot appears on the minimap for other players before you actually spawn in. So they see it, and they shoot, and then you spawn in, you're dead. So yeah, so moving on now from parts of the game and just the game in general, why it sucks. Rockstar, probably the worst game company and developers ever. Rockstar don't actually care about the players, and I'm going to explain a big reason to why Rockstar are the biggest scammers on earth going, ever, and ever will be. Rockstar basically brainwashes all of its players and its community. They literally add a slight subliminal messaging to the game with every DLC. Now if we look at the way DLCs have grown over the years, the first DLC, every item was completely free. All them items that were in that DLC aren't free anymore. They actually changed that. But DLCs were really cheap. They started off free and started off really cheap. But then DLCs got to the point where you needed $25 million to get every single item in this new update. Then $50 million, then $75 million, and now we're on the big old $100 million plus to buy every single new item in this DLC. There is no way to earn that kind of money legit. There's no way to do it, it's impossible. You can't earn that kind of money by missions or any way in the game. What they rely on, and the reason they do this, is because they know no one's going to be able to do that. Basically, have this thing called shark cards, which is a microtransaction where you spend real life money to buy in-game money. And the biggest one is called the Megalodon Shark Card, and it gives you $8 million in-game. This thing in England costs $64.99, I think, something around about that. They literally overpriced the crap out of it because the game isn't even that much. GTA is not worth that much money. It wasn't worth that much money when it first came out. So now you've got to spend more money to buy in-game money that will only get you 2 cars, because cars these days are like $4 million now. And they're not even good cars. They're not the fastest cars in the game or anything. They know that you want to get them because it's the new car. It's the new thing. You need this car, but you can't get money for it because it's $4 million. So you're gonna go and buy a shark card. It's just the way it is. Yeah, so they make things super expensive in-game because they know you can't make that money, so you're then going to buy shark cards, and then Rockstar's going to make millions, and they've made millions and millions off of microtransactions. They've probably made more off of microtransactions than they have selling the game. This kind of brings me into the next and final subject. I'm going to compare them to a different game development studio. I feel it's probably one of the best, if not the best, game developer studio in the entire world. And that's Digital Extremes. They make one of my favorite games of all time, Warframe. Now, the game is not a pay-to-win game. You know, a lot of people say that, but it's not. They give you the game for free. All updates free. Everything in the game you can work for, like, you can work for the money in-game to buy stuff, because it's not impossible. It's really easy. You have to get resources. You can work for them. You don't have to go buying them for extortionate prices, which then means you've got to have a microtransaction to buy money in-game to buy the resources. You can go earn them if you play the game. This is what I mean. It allows you to play the game for what the game is. A game is to play and have fun on. You know? That's what you do on Warframe. You play the game. You play it. GTA, you don't. is more stressful because it's like having utility bills and stuff. You've got to worry about how much money you've got to pay on rent next week kind of thing, you know? That's what GTA is, because there's a new DLC coming out, you don't have enough money, what are you going to do? Oh no, I need to take out initially what is a loan, which is the shark cards, microtransaction. You need to take a loan in-game to buy them. And then you need to take a loan out in real life because you're now in debt from a game. But with Warframe, every aspect of the game is free. You can start to finish free. You don't have to pay anything. You can use microtransactions for something called Platinum, which is an in-game currency that you can't earn, but you can trade Platinum with other players. So if you have a rare item and you want to sell it, you can go to the trading area, and another player with some Platinum, you can say, look, I want so-and-so amount of Platinum for this item, and they're like, okay then, we'll trade. So you get some Platinum, they get the item, you know, and vice versa. It works all the time. You can spend Platinum on other people's stuff. And that's how it just kind of circulates. There's a market, there's a trading system for it. And you can also buy it. Yeah, the bundles are pretty expensive. I think £100 for 3,000 Platinum, but over 3,000 Platinum will get you a hell of a lot in game. It's not like it will get you one item like a GTA. And that is alright for the people who want to spend that much, who have the money to support the game. That's fine. But it's not to the point where it's abused. And I'm gonna tell you a story about why Warframe is better than Rockstar. Rockstar will take your money any day and be happy. They don't care.
When we first designed Kubro's, or myself, when I first came up with the Kubro idea, we wanted people to be able to change the fur pattern and colors. So we had a lever, basically, for all intents and purposes. It was a button you could push and it'd be like, oh, if you want to pay, I can't remember what it was, so much Platinum, you can change the color. And then you could take an imprint of that and you could trade it to someone else. So it wasn't, like, we're trying to give you a way to, like, you could get something cool and then you could give it to your friends. And we saw, a guy pulled the lever like 200 times. And it's just like, oh my dear God, what have we done? We've made, we've created a slot machine.
Right.
And so, it was a couple days. I think it took us to take it out, a day and a half. That one is a big regret. Obviously that was insanely profitable
right.
for someone to be doing that, but that's not what our design intent, and that's not what the intent of the game is. So that's why it was, that's why we changed it. When you're dealing with something that does have a kind of a cash component, you have to really be careful. Like, of course that would be cool in a game where there was none of that, where you were just, putting in earned money into it. But as soon as you put it as a premium currency and people can just go, oh, what can I get? Oh, I got the gold one. Amazing. How much can I sell that to other people for? And you're like, oh God, can't do that.
No, it doesn't. Digital Extremes will look at stuff that wants to be put in the game, needs to be changed and balanced in the game, wants to be removed from the game, and they do it 100% of the time. Rockstar won't do it. If they saw this video and I said, look, remove the Mark II weapons, remove the flying cars, flying bikes, a lot of the military stuff, remove explosive bullets, remove all the features like ghost mode, passive mode, stuff like that, remove the X-ray goggles, they wouldn't do it. They'd probably add more. But anyway guys, I want to say thank you for watching the video. If you did make it this far, I know it's a bit of a rant. I'm not bashing all the players in GTA. I know there are some good players, so if you like the game, that's fine. This is just my opinion. It's from the live stream I did last night, which opened my eyes. I have had problems with GTA before, where I stopped playing it for like 6 months, and I think I'm going to stop playing it for quite a while now. I won't be live streaming it probably ever again. I don't know, it'll be rare if I do. And I'm not going to really be playing it too much. I'll still do videos. I still play it like with my friends because we just have fun then. And I'll also like maybe do some videos, upload some stuff. I have some old clips that I really need to start editing of GTA. But yeah, that's basically it. I'm done with GTA. I'm done with Rockstar. I really feel like things need to be changed. And yeah, so if you enjoy the game, then you enjoy the game. I'm fine with that. You personally enjoy the game. So I want to thank you all for watching. Sorry for the rant, I just needed to do this. I will see you in the next video, which won't be a rant. Hopefully I don't have to do a rant in the future, but yeah. So I want to thank everyone for support as well, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!